Hi, I'm Kip Felice with Miller Industries, and today we have Chris from Collins Manufacturing going over his new high-speed dollies.
Thanks, Kip. What we hope to show here today is how to help make your towing operation safer, easier, and more profitable. As we know, it's important for towers to be able to tow a wide variety of vehicles and make it back safely home to your families. Since we invented the high-speed dolly back in 1972, we've continued to evolve the product to make it lighter, to make it easier to use, and also to make it safer for the tower. One safety feature we want to point out that's actually the most important on the Collins high-speed dolly is our safety ratchet system here. The safety ratchet system allows towers to tow in a variety of conditions, since you don't know where the vehicle is going to be, to keep the vehicle upright and the tow operator safe. And another thing is the zinc plating. This comes standard on the Collins high-speed dolly, and it's to help with the corrosion protection. We know your equipment is out on the road long days, all day in all kinds of weather, and so the standard zinc plating helps keep it protected and your equipment running the way that it should. Since we came out with the aluminum crossrails, we've introduced a true positive camber into them, a camber that's built into the rail ends as well as throughout the tubing, and that's to support vehicles that have a heavier load, because really you may come across a vehicle that's lightweight to heavyweight, so we want to be able to support them all. So what Miller Industries offers for the dolly is our high-speed dolly Pro. And those models come with a 480 load range C tire. As an optional upgrade or replacement, you can get different tires. You can get a 480 load range D that increases your capacity to almost 4,000 pounds on a set of 480 dollies with the same size, or the larger tire 570 load range D that gives you capacity over 4,000 pounds. So at this point we have the vehicle secured to the tow truck, and it's set up so that the vehicle is stationary, it won't roll back while we're doing the dollies. We're just going to demo the dollies on this vehicle. Dollies are being used more and more now since vehicles are all-wheel drive, electric, or have an electronic parking brake. This vehicle doesn't require it, but we're just going to use it for a demo purpose. So the first thing that we'll do is extend the cross rails to place them under the vehicle here. We're going to want the cross rail axles to be as close to the tire as possible. Next, we're going to grab the first dolly, bring it over to where the vehicle is, and attach the cross rail axles to it. First step we'll do is release the safety locks, and then engage the safety ratchets. The safety ratchet is now engaged. You're ready to put the cross rails into the rail pockets. Okay, now we're going to repeat the same thing on the second side. Okay, now using the pry bar, we're going to raise the dolly and lift the vehicle. As soon as we have the dolly completely raised, and you'll notice that with the click of the trip handle, we're going to go ahead and lock it in place. Now this side is done and ready to be strapped. We'll move to the other side and repeat the same thing. And on this side we want to detail the safety ratchet. On the opposite side I showed you how to raise the dolly in real time. I'll show you the same thing on this side, and then we'll do a slower motion with the ratchet. The ratchet serves a lot of purposes as far as being safe. Let's say since you can't choose where the vehicle lies or the weather that you're going to face, it really allows you to raise the vehicle in a secure manner in case your operator slips, loses his grip, or anything. It'll keep the dolly up and the vehicle secure and prevent any kind of injuries. And you'll want to make sure that trip handle that you just saw come up comes all the way down and the lock goes over it. Now that we have the dollies up, we're going to return the pry bar to the tow truck and get our safety straps. Okay, one of the last steps is we'll take our ratchet straps and secure the vehicle to the dollies. Once the first side is secure, we'll repeat it on the second side and also ratchet the vehicle to the dollies. The Collins high-speed dolly, you have redundant safeties when you're towing the vehicle. The ratchet, the lock, and then lastly your ratchet straps as they connect from the spindles on both sides of the dolly, keeping the dolly in place while it's attached to the vehicle. The last thing is to make sure your safety chains and your tow lights are in place and then you're ready to roll. Now that we have the vehicle back at the tow yard, we're going to show you how to unload the dollies. The first step will be to removing the ratchet straps. We're going to show you two ways to unload the dollies. The first is going to be with the pry bar. So to unload, we'll disengage the safety locks as well as the safety ratchet. Next, we'll insert the pry bar to the pry pocket and release the dolly trip handle. The Collins high-speed dolly is also designed for a quick release. Just be mindful of the surface that you're unloading on. In the same way, we're going to disengage the safety ratchets and release the locks. Making sure your feet are clear, there's nothing else around you, just lift up on the trip handles to release the dollies. So now your last couple steps will be to remove the crossrail axles from the dolly and then stow the dolly in its closed position. Should you need to replace any components on your Collins high-speed dolly, the yellow plated zinc parts are bolt-on assemblies and can be replaced with simple hand tools, saving you cost and downtime.
Thanks, Chris, for that great review of your new high-speed dollies from Collins Manufacturing. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to our news feed to stay up to date with all the tips and tricks from Miller Industries.
This video is for product demonstration purposes only and is not intended for training or instructional purposes. Situations vary, and operators should rely on their own professional knowledge and safety procedures when conducting actual recoveries.
Miller Industries, the world leader in towing and recovery equipment.